It's too...
Sweet talk.
Nonsense. I speak from the heart. Me? That's why I'm...
So what you think?
The Abyss Order. A dragon. If you were the Abyss Order, would you squander this gold to get to the bottom of it? Then came that same day.
Inside this...
Well, all the other knights were out except from through various... The situation is this. The Abyss Order. They are united under...
The Abyss Order has a leader?
Yes. And it was this very leader who devised the plot to turn Dvalin into a weapon of war.
What exactly did you have to do to find this out?
Let's just say I'm blessed with certain linguistic powers. There's more. The Abyss Order has a name for this leader. They call her... Now, I'm sorry to cut this intelligence briefing short, but I do believe I spy Amber heading this way. I think she's still angry with me for my absence from the defense effort during the attack. I'd better slip away before she notices me.
One minute I see Kaya, the next he's slipped away. Clear sign of a guilty conscience. Are you sure? Because that sounds like exactly what he'd say to talk himself out of trouble. But let's forget about him. I worked super hard today, and my tummy's rumbling. Let's order. Hi, Sarah. 1 sticky honey roast, please.
Which should I choose?
It's been getting quite busy recently. So, now the Storm Terror threat is behind us. What are your plans for the next step?
Paimon thinks it's time to leave Mondstadt and keep looking through the 7 nations until we find clues about his sister.
Huh, really? Oh, well, I guess this is goodbye for now. Hey, don't feel down. You'll always be a friend of the Knights of Avonius and our honorary knight. Wherever you may go and wherever the wind may blow. That's the spirit. Remember, Mondstadt will always welcome you. All right, now let's eat before it gets cold.
That was good. Note to Paimon, Amber's recommendations are worth the wait.
Of course. Well, I don't trust myself in the kitchen. You can always trust me with the menu. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Jean's waiting for you at the cathedral. It's something to do with the Holy Lyre de Himmel. You'd better head there now.
Haven't you heard?
Interesting. Report it to the church. I won't order just yet.
This is Barbara, the deaconess of the church. She is here to retrieve the holy lyre de Hamel.
May the Animo Archon protect you. I'm not really in a position to speak compared to our acting Grand Master, but I still want to thank you all on behalf of all of Mondstadt for your assistance. Fortunately, everything was resolved peacefully. I can't imagine how an all-out war between the military and the dragon would have ended.
Now the Fatui have no choice but to keep their mouths shut. They must be annoyed that things didn't turn out as planned for them. This time, they even lost their best excuse to pressure the Knights of Favonius. Diplomatically speaking, they gained nothing, and on the contrary, simply proved just how vexatious they can be.
Sounds like quite the story. So, did you bring the holy lyre with you? We cannot ask you to keep defending the lyre forever. The Seneschal has been pressing me for a while now.
We, did bring it with us. It's a little...
Oh, don't worry. I'm not here to collect rent. The church has always received special funding. The Holy Lyre! Lord Barbados! Even if I atone for these sins for the rest of my life, it would still not be enough!
Oh, give it here.
How could this holy lyre, but how?
Huh? Let Paimon see!
No. I don't know how you managed to fix it, but you'll never touch the lyre again!
We, really should get going. That trick I used to repair the holy lyre. I mean, the magic I used isn't going to hold forever, you know.
What? Tone deaf, Barb! Hey, don't go!
At last, Mondstadt's rodent ruler in the flesh. Scurrying through the streets looking for leftovers? Mondstadt calls this a god?
Resident rodent beats invasive vermin.
Don't you dare speak back to me, insolent bard. Absentee Archon of Mondstadt. How impotent you've become.
That smirk you wear looks out of place. Did you steal it from your master's face?
Should have held your tongue. So, this is a gnosis. Wouldn't be caught dead wearing this ugly thing in public.
Beauty is a waste when the beholder has no taste.
Fenty! Well, we have what we came here for. Come, before our dear Favonian friends arrive. Leave nothing for them to find.
Honorary Knight, you're awake! I wouldn't say he's alright, exactly. I found you lying unconscious outside the cathedral and used my elemental powers to heal you. That bard awakened first, but strangely, my healing powers had almost no effect on him. This is the first time I've encountered such a patient, but he just said, "It's completely normal," and then got up and left the cathedral.
He left? Already? Where'd he go?
The symbol of Mondstadt's hero. That's what he said. I wanted to stop him, but Master Jean, said to let him leave. How strange.
Paimon remembers Venti healing under that tree before. It's probably due to the connection between Windrise and the Animo Archon. Master Jean has figured it out as well, but we can't tell Barbara.
You're in for a little shock.
The wind amongst the branches is good. I love the way it smells. I said the exact same thing last time. Why do I only say these things when I'm down on my luck? So you noticed. This isn't something I'm meant to discuss with ordinary people, but I suppose I can let you in on the secret. As you know, visions are external magical foci that only a small minority of people possess. They use these visions to channel elemental power. In truth, every wielder of a vision is one who can attain godhood and ascend to Celestia. We call such people allogenes.
Allogenes? Paimon's never heard of them before.
That's because this is a secret that only Archons are privy to. We don't need primitive tools like visions. Instead, each Archon has an internal magical focus that resonates directly with Celestia itself, known as a gnosis. It's just a glowing glass ball I carry around to avoid suspicion.
So who was that nasty woman who sent Paimon flying and stole your gnosis?
Her name is Signora, number 8 of the Harbingers. She and the rest of the Harbingers have been given godlike executive authority by the Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya, and with it, strength surpassing that of other mortals.
The Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya? Isn't that...
Indeed. She is one of the 7. The Tsaritsa who reigns from her winter palace, and the one person that the Fatui Harbingers all answer to. The 7 don't always get along well, but still. I never thought that she would plot to steal another Archon's Gnosis. How should I put this? 500 years ago, I knew her well, but I can't say the same is true now. You see, a certain catastrophe happened 500 years ago, and after that, she cut off all ties with me. But we can save discussion of the Cryo Archon and the Fatui for another day. If you seek the rest of the Seven, many difficulties lie ahead of you still. You should head for Mondstadt's neighboring nation of Liyue. The Geo-Archon who reigns there, unlike me, administrates his entire region personally. He only descends once every year to give his divine predictions, which set the direction for Liyue for the rest of that year.
Even so, it sounds like he works much harder than a certain someone,
In any case, this year's Rite of Descension is soon to begin. If you miss it, you'll just have to wait another year.
What? Oh, why didn't you tell us before? Well, then bye! We're going!
One moment, Windborn Outlander. Just use it gratefully. Or, better yet, treat me to a glass of dandelion wine. Traveler, as you set off on your journey once again, you must remember that the journey itself has meaning. The birds of Teyvat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters, they are all part of your journey. The destination is not everything. So before you reach the end, keep your eyes open. Use the chance to take in the world around you. Great. So, that's that for the Animo Archon's admonishments. Back to Venti time. If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb. Up till the end, Dvalin remembered his duty as one of the Four Winds. As such, I don't intend to forcibly strip him of that duty and force my ideals of freedom onto him. I just hope that Dvalin will be able to choose for himself and understand what freedom is. Before I became an Archon, I too was taught the meaning of freedom in this way by a friend. If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays... Kaya shared some new intelligence, you say? Oh, I see. So, the Abyss Order has a princess who orchestrated the plan to... They were probably trying to turn Dvalin into a weapon of war for the Abyss. But that said, I have never heard of any such princess of the Abyss Order. I think so too. Apparently. But how does a prince come out of nowhere and take command over the entire... If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single...
That Fatui lady didn't hang around, did she?
She wanted to avoid any eyewitnesses from the Knights. The slightest slip-up here would have destroyed the Fatui's diplomatic relations with the Knights.
So they're just gonna keep acting like Mondstadt's allies as if nothing happened?
If only the Seven Nations had banded together against the Abyss Order and the Fatui possess the strongest military among the Seven Nations. Yet they've used it to steal the Holy Lyre, covet the power of gods, and use Dvalin as a bargaining chip.
Speaking of the lyre, didn't Diluc say something like this before? He said that the Fatui could only run amok across the Seven Nations and threaten the Knights because of the Harbinger.
Yes. As I said earlier, the Cryo Archon has given them authority and strength beyond that of other... The Tsaritsa. I haven't seen her in 500 years. Whatever the answer is, I have a feeling it's only going to make your search for the Seven all the more. If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not all. As I said before, vision wielders are known as allogenes and may ascend to Celestia. A gnosis is a higher order nexus of elemental manipulation and is emblematic of an Archon's status as one of the Seven. But as for which of the Seven took your sister, I'm sorry, I don't know. Wait, as one of the Seven, I'm not clear of suspicion yet either, am I?
Hang on a hot second. Tone Deaf Bard is just one of Barbados' many incarnations. Who's to say that...
We're a great team indeed. Say, once you find your sister, how would you like to become one of the new 4 winds?
You don't seem too into it. Hey, Tuned of Bard! If being one of the 4 winds means free food, you can consider Paimon.
If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in. Well then, best be off to Liyue. If the dissension ritual you failed to tally, then another year you must dally.
Dodge this!
Bet you can't keep up with me!
We're so carefree lately. Let's find something to do.
Ta-da! Barbara's here. Leave the healing to me. I will not disappoint you. Ta-da! Barbara's here. Leave the healing to me. Add Astra.
When you're high up,
They're dandelions!
everyone can hear your voice.
Hi! Can we help?
Sorry, it's the Windbloom Festival.
Oh. Let's go ask some...
It's been getting quite busy.
Hello! Is there anything here you need help?
That's a good one. You two helping me during the Windbloom Festival?
Huh? Weird. Let's go. Catherine, you got any commissions for us?
My apologies. During the Windbloom Festival, there are far fewer commissions available. There's nothing I can give to you.
The Adventurers Guild What do we do now? No, Paimon's not giving up that easily. We gotta try again.
Something that catches your eye.
What are wind blooms?
Flora! Do you have anything you need help with?
Nope.
Is that because of the Windbloom Festival? What is that exactly?
You two haven't heard of the
Windbloom. So, some kind of windy flower plant?
The Windbloom Festival is a Mondstadt tradition, a festival of love and freedom. It's a time of celebration and partying in the city. At this time of year, we offer windblooms to the great Animo Archon Barbados as a sign of reverence and love. We also give flowers to our beloved, a very important tradition. My shop is bursting with customers every windbloom. I guess it's a nice problem to have. The windbloom is the symbol of this festival, a flower that represents freedom.
So, what does a windbloom look like?
My grandma said that even she hadn't been born when the windbloom first appeared. It must have been hundreds of years ago. I don't know why exactly, but everyone seems to choose dandelions when they want to give a gift of windblooms.
So, in other words, for the people of Mondstadt, windbloom means dandelion?
Something like that anyway. At least, that's what we believe in my family.
Incorrect. I heard everything you were saying and couldn't help, but you were talking about windblooms, yes?
It's Quinn from the fruit stall. Wanna join us?
No, I'm just here to set the record straight. Windbloom doesn't mean the dandelion, but the windwheel aster.
Greetings to you too, Quinn.
Flora, surely there must have been plenty of customers buying windwheel asters from your shop recently.
Uh-huh.
You see? We loyal windwheel aster advocates are upholding our economic duty. The windwheel aster is both a symbol of Mondstadt and an embodiment of the windmill, representing both wind and freedom. That's what makes it the one true Windbloom. Who's with me? Windwheel aster, the true Windbloom!
Oh? Are you sure about that?
Bee! You're here too!
The Windbloom. Isn't that the Cecilia?
Huh? Really?
Oh? So, a Windbloom is a Cecilia? That's the first I've heard of.
What? Don't be ridiculous! Listen, yes, there may be some controversy over the definition of Windbloom, but it is the widely held belief among the people of Mondstadt that the Windbloom is the windwheel aster, not the dandelion. There's history to both flowers. You'd know if you asked around. And as for the Cecilia, give me a break.
What?
Just dropping the facts over here. No need to look at me like that.
You... Whatever. I'm not talking to you.
Huh? Bee? Weird. What's up with her? Did I say something wrong? Windbloom is as Windbloom does. What can I say?
What?
Stop arguing already!
Maybe I should go and apologize. I don't understand why she's upset, but what I do know is that I will have to apologize regardless.
Aw, seeing them together like that really gives me that Windbloom freedom, the Animo Archon, sweethearts.
Yeah, that sounds great and all. But none of you can even agree over what a Windbloom is.
You're right, but isn't that typical of us Mondstadt folk? Well, between the delicious food, exquisite drink, and fresh flowers, Traveler, I hope you get to enjoy yourself during the festival too.
It sounds like such a happy festival, even if the whole Windbloom thing is still a total mystery. Let's look around and see what this is all about.
I wonder who will be offering the flowers this year.
I will make you better.
This stupid city's actually kind of interesting for once.
Hey, it's the tone-deaf bard! Tone-deaf bard, what are you up to? What's with all the people?
Aha! You're right on time. Take a look at my students. What do you think? Not bad, eh?
Students? You mean the people anxiously scratching their heads?
Anxiously? Why, these people are deep in concentration, diligently searching for heartfelt rhetoric to convey their romantic affections.
Uh-huh. Seems a bit suspicious to Paimon.
So, I guess you've already found out about the Windbloom Festival. How are you finding Mondstadt in such a festive mood? Do you like it? Paimon, what about you?
Paimon One could be persuaded with some delicious food-related bribery.
Ah, I think you'll come around then. Speaking of which, I'll bet you two don't have a lot on your plate right. Loafing around all day, no commissions to... If you've noticed that, then congratulations! You've taken your first step toward understanding the Windbloom Festival.
Oh, yeah? Hey! Why do you sound so pleased with yourself?
The Windbloom Festival doesn't just belong to the Animo Archon, but to all Mondstadt citizens looking for love. Anyone who wants to find love must do everything for themselves over the festive period. In addition, many people take this period as an opportunity to resolve other matters of the heart. It's not surprising that you two haven't been able to find any commissions. That's just the Windbloom Festival tradition. But don't you worry, you won't feel lonely while I'm around. On that note, I think it's about time you two got a deeper understanding of Mondstadt's culture and customs. I need a couple of assistants. What do you say?
Assistants?
See these anxious-looking folk? They're looking to learn the secrets of love, so they came to me to learn how to compose love poems. I accepted, of course, because I was only too happy to charge it. Soon, they'll come to me in turn and pour their hearts out, telling me about their romantic trials and tribulations. Then I'll give them suggestions based on their at least, that's what I was going to do. But having seen you two suffering with nothing to do, I think I'll let you handle it instead. You've traveled far and wide and seen so much, it would be a waste not to put those experiences...
Ugh, save us the nonsense. You just want to speed up your sales. That desperate for Mora, huh?
There are limited edition wines for sale during the Windbloom Festival. I need every last Mora to make sure I get my fill.
Uh-huh, spoken like a...
All right then, let's get started. I'll be joining you, of course. I'll give you a few prompts, and you can make suggestions based on them.
You really love the sound of your own voice.
Come on now, you're Mondstadt's honorary knight. The people trust you. It's only natural for you to have this opportunity. Now listen up. If you see me make this gesture, it means I think they should forge ahead and seize the opportunity. But if you see me make this gesture, it means I think they should play it safe and avoid being hasty. And if I make this gesture, it means I think they should give up while they're ahead and avoid any emotional overinvestment. You got that, Traveler? Okay, make sure you pay attention. Now listen up. If you see me make this gesture, it means I think they should forge ahead and seize the opportunity. But if you see me make this gesture, it means I think they should play it safe and avoid being hasty. And if I make this gesture... You got that, Traveler? That's decided then.
Heard that you were seeking help from the bard over there.
Huh? I barely plucked up the courage to talk to the bard. Is he not available?
Don't be shy. It doesn't matter who you talk to. At the end of the day, you still gotta talk to your prospective sweetheart. Be brave. Let's...
Here goes. There is someone I like. Marla. She's cute and hardworking, always helping her family out with the farm work. And sometimes she gets so tired, she takes a nap on a bench by the side of the road.
Is she from the city?
No, she lives in Springvale, quite away from me. And because of my family, let's just say that our families are quite different. My father objected, but Marla and I have found a way to work around it. Whenever we want to meet, we go stargazing at Star Snatch Cliff.
Well, sounds like you two are getting along just fine.
We are. So, what I came to discuss today doesn't so much concern Marla as my father. My father is quite conservative and very strict. Still, it's my fault that I've never told him how I really feel. I'm thinking... if I use this opportunity to offer a windbloom to my father and formally ask for his approval at the same time, maybe he'll support us.
What are you planning to say?
I want to tell him that, even though Marla doesn't come from a wealthy family, her kind heart and hardworking nature are things that Mora can't buy. Does that sound too childish? Oh, I hope he doesn't yell at me. Oh, no.
Aw, there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, tell him what's in your heart. Use the love between you and Marla to move him.
I see.
Another thing, didn't you say you were going to give flowers to your father? What about Marla? Don't you want to give her something?
Oh, now that you mention it, I wanted the bard to teach me how to compose a love poem. Of course, and I'll give her some flowers, too. Yeah, thank you for your help.
Are you looking for help from the bard? We're his assistants. Why don't you tell us what's on your mind?
Oh, really? I'm just such a huge fan of Mondstadt's idol, Barbara-sama. You must have heard of her. She's the super cute one at the Church of Favonius. Not to mention gentle, and she always lifts the people of Mondstadt's spirits with her smile and songs. I'm such a big fan. I even got a few like-minded friends together, and well, what I mean to say is... You guessed it. I'm the head of the Barbara fan club.
Huh. Pretty pleased about it, too.
I carry the hopes and expectations of every member of the fan club on my shoulders. At this special time of year, I pledge to send our blessings to Barbara-sama herself. Of course, as a level-headed adult, I would never want to cause her any disturbance. I'm just waiting for my time slot with the bard so I can explain the plan. Take all the flowers picked by our members and turn them into a huge giant flower statue. Then, to give her a huge surprise, place it outside the rear entrance of the church. As for the love poem, we don't need any help. We're planning to do it on our own and hang it on the statue itself.
So, this giant statue
will be about 2 stories high. But it's all in good faith, don't you see? When Barbara-sama catches sight of it, she'll feel the burning flame. So, what do you think?
A level-headed adult? More like a dunder-headed infant.
But gifts have to make a lasting impression.
Oh, it'll create a lasting impression, all right. The Knights of Favonius will have you escorted away.
Really? But...
But nothing!
Oh, okay. Oh, thanks for your suggestions, both of you.
He sure left in a hurry. Hi! We heard you had something you wanted to discuss with the bard. We're his assistants. You can talk to us and...
It's the honorary. I didn't know I'd see you two here. Well then, I won't stand on ceremony. I want to offer some flowers to the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Jean. I guess you must be quite close to Master Jean? She's an incredibly upright and diligent woman, talented and always gets the job done. Honest, kind, gentle, not to mention...
All right, we get it. She's pretty great.
Sorry, once I get talking about Master... This time tomorrow, I'll finish composing my poem, pick a fresh dandelion bouquet, head over to the office. It's just... the bouquet and the poem... I don't know. Best not sign them after all.
Wait a second. It's only normal to sign them. Why does that bother you so much?
Knowing Master Jean's conscientious nature, I'm afraid she'll send a gift in return if she sees my name. She's so busy, I wouldn't want my gift to create more work for her. If I can get this bouquet on her desk, that's enough for me. But then, won't an untraceable bouquet create suspicion? Oh, what should I do?
For sure! A random anonymous gift will definitely get thrown away.
Really? You sound so... That's taken care of then. 1,000 thanks for your...
You're welcome. Chin up.
Will do.
This year's win.
Tone Deaf Bard! We dished out some advice, just like you said.
You did a great job. So, who else needs some help around here?
What are you three up to? Mind if I get in on the...
Kaya! Are you also here for romantic guide?
It's the greatest bard in town. And now, the greatest Still, don't you have other business to attend to?
Oh, you mean teaching people how to compose love poems?
Exactly that. I heard you were teaching classes in the plaza, so I came right away.
Huh? Kaya? You want to learn how to compose love poems too?
I'm not too shabby. Nevertheless, I'd like to register for the fast-track classes.
How come? You're a smooth talker. Do you really need my guide?
The real question is, are you willing to take me on as a student?
Of course! When the Mora comes knocking, who am I to keep the door closed?
Well then, I guess I'm enrolled. And as your student, may I make some...
Aha! Paimon knew there was more to it!
Demands? Let's hear them.
As students, aside from attending class, we also need homework exercises. Surely a well-designed course would require us to put our knowledge into practice and then have our teacher correct the poems we compose.
You mean Venti has to correct the student?
Precisely. All in exchange for payment, naturally. These are my demands.
Or, to put it another way, I'm actually gonna have to work for a living.
Is that so bad? I just think that with things like this, you should see them all the way through. More fun for everyone involved, don't you think? What do you say?
I feel like Kaya's knack for mischief is at play here. Still, correcting homework... this is indeed a vital step. And I am curious to see the fruits of my students' labor. Congratulations, Kaya! Your demands have been accepted!
As I expected, a reasonable and down-to-earth teacher.
Hold your horses. I have a demand for you, too.
Cool! A coercion contest!
I will pay special attention to your homework and guarantee that you will see improvement in your studies. But as for your tuition fee, some Windbloom Festival exclusive Apple Bloom cider should do the trick. What with you and Master Diluc being on such good terms and all, that shouldn't be a...
Steady now. Let's not overestimate my abilities. Still, one bottle of the good stuff in exchange for your guidance. Not an opportunity to pass up.
Whoa, one bottle? Make that 3.
Jeez, give him an inch and I'll take a mile.
Please, please, please.
Deal.
Marvelous. Grab some paper and make your way over. Professor Venti's Poetry Masterclass.
What's the paper the tone-deaf bard pulled out of his pocket? And whose names are those?
Albert, Ellen, Marvin, Timaeus, Kaya, Bennett.
Oh, present!
Wow, Bennett's really fired up for this.
So you're Bennett? Excellent. I like your enthusiasm. Make sure to channel that vigor into your poetry.
Yes, sir!
Even adventurers want to learn how to write poetry.
Tone-deaf bard's gonna make...
My dear students, In a moment, we will gather by the terrace in front of the cathedral, where I will divulge to you my experiences and techniques in the art of poetic. After class, I would like every one of you to compose a love poem and hand it to me for, constructive. As for your tuition fees, by all means, wait until the course is over before paying. But don't even think about vanishing. In addition to Mora, payment in alcohol is also warmly welcomed.
A quick question, sir. Does our special arrangement still stand?
But of course! And when the time comes, you can hand in your homework first. Traveler, I'd like you and I to collect the homework submissions together.
Does that fall under the assistant's duties? Do we get paid for this?
Think of it as an initiation into Mondstadt's traditional culture. An opportunity to immerse yourselves in the Windbloom Festival. I'm going to great lengths here to make sure you're a part of the festivities. Not to mention, it would entitle you to a share of the remuneration.
Oh, sir, yes, sir!
Good. In that case, when Kaya's finished with his homework, let's go and look for him at the Knights of Favonius headquarters. But for now, I've got classes to teach. Traveler, why not make the most of it and check things out in the meantime? The vendors in Mondstadt have arranged all sorts of festive activities. Don't forget to try them out.
So long as you believe, then Windblooms are real.
I really envy those with a god's eye.
Ad Astra